Your 20s and 30s are the most powerful years of your financial life. But here's the catch. It's not because you're earning the most money, it's because you have the most time. Time is the secret sauce of the wealthy. It is the only force in the universe that can turn a few $100s into a fortune without you lifting a finger. Yet millions of people in their 20s and 30s are lighting this advantage on fire. They're waiting for the perfect moment, chasing moonshot crypto coins, or letting their cash rot in a savings account because they're afraid of a market dip. The truth is, a $500 mistake today isn't just $500. Because of the way compounding works, that mistake could cost you $50,000 in lost gains by the time you retire. Today we're breaking down the absolute biggest investing mistakes beginners make and how you can avoid them to ensure your future self is wealthy, free, and retired early. Welcome back. If you're here, you're already ahead of 90% of the population. Most people don't think about investing until they hit a midlife crisis at 45. By watching this now, you are reclaiming your power. Before we dive into the traps, hit that like button and subscribe. We're here to make sure you don't just work for money, but that your money works for you. Let's look at why you might be standing in your own way. 1. Waiting too long to start, the cost of waiting. The most expensive mistake you will ever make is waiting. Many people think, I only have $100 to invest, it's not worth it. I'll wait until I have $10,000. This is a mathematical tragedy. Compounding is back-heavy. The real magic happens in the final years. If you start at 25 and invest $500 a month, you could have over $1.1 million by age 65. If you wait until 35 to start, even if you invest the exact same amount, you end up with less than half that. The wealth shift, you don't need a lot of money to start, but you do need a lot of time. Start with $10 if you have to. Just start. 2. Trying to get rich quick, the lottery mindset. In your 20s, the temptation to bet it all is high. You see a TikTok about a meme stock or a new altcoin, and you think, this is my shortcut. Shortcuts are usually the longest path to poverty. When you chase 100x gains, you are gambling, not investing. Real wealth is built through the boring stuff, index funds, diversified portfolios, and time. The wealth shift, if an investment is exciting, it's probably a gamble. If it's boring, it's probably building wealth. 3. Investing without an owner's understanding. Many beginners buy things because a friend told them to, or because they saw it on a top 10 stocks list. If you don't understand how a company makes money or what an ETF actually holds, you will panic the moment the price drops 10%. The wealth shift. Never invest in something you can't explain to a 10-year-old. Knowledge is the armor that protects your portfolio from panic. 4. Emotional decision-making, fear versus greed. The stock market is the only store in the world where people run out of the building when there's a 20% off sale. Beginners buy when everyone is bragging and sell when the news is scary. Successful investors realize that red days are discount days. They have the stomach to stay in when it hurts. The wealth shift, your emotional intelligence cue, is more important than your IQ in the stock market. 5. The diversification disaster. Putting all your eggs in one basket is great, if you're right. But in your 20s, you aren't an expert yet. Putting your entire savings into one tech stock or one sector is a recipe for a single point of failure. The wealth shift, you don't need to find the next Amazon. You just need to own the entire market through low-cost index funds. 6. Ignoring the tax drag. In your 30s, taxes become your biggest expense. Many beginners invest in taxable brokerage accounts before they've maxed out their Roth IRAs or 401ks. They are essentially giving the government a 20% tip on their gains for no reason. The wealth shift. Understand the tax hierarchy. Use your tax advantage buckets first. It's like getting an immediate 20% return on your money. 7. Lifestyle inflation, the success trap. You get your first big girl or big boy job, you get a $20,000 raise. Suddenly, you need a $600 car payment and a luxury apartment. You've just traded your future freedom for a nicer seat in traffic. The wealth shift. Wealth is the money you don't see. It's the difference between what you earn and what you spend. If your spending grows with your salary, your wealth is zero. 8. Lack of consistency. Beginners try to time the market. They wait for a crash to buy. But the market often goes up for years before a crash, and you miss all those gains. By investing $500 every single month regardless of the price or cost averaging, you actually end up with more money and less stress than the person trying to be smart. The wealth shift. Consistency beats perfection every single time. 9. Avoiding risk completely, the savings trap. Some people are so afraid of the red that they keep all their money in a savings account. In 2026, with inflation, that is a guaranteed loss. The wealth shift. Cash is for emergencies. Assets are for wealth. If you don't take market risk, you are taking inflation risk. Both can leave you broke. 10. No freedom plan. Investing without a goal is like driving without a GPS. You'll just spend the money the next time you want a new car. You need a why. Is it retiring at 45? Is it starting a business? Is it generational wealth? The wealth shift. A goal turns a sacrifice not into a choice. 11. The gain-locking fallacy, selling too early. Beginners often sell as soon as they see a 10% gain because they're afraid to lose it. But the biggest fortunes are made by holding great assets for 20, 30, or 40 years. The wealth shift. The best holding period is forever. Don't interrupt compounding unnecessarily. 12. The comparison trap, social media fine. You see someone on YouTube talking about how they made $100K in 3 days on a 0-day option trade. You feel behind, so you take a huge risk to catch up. The wealth shift. Comparison is the thief of joy and the killer of portfolios. Your only competition is the yesterday version of yourself. Your 20s and 30s are not for playing it safe, but they aren't for gambling either. They are for building the machine. If you avoid these 12 mistakes, if you start early, stay diversified, and keep your emotions in check, you aren't just saving money. You are building a system that will eventually replace your job. Investing isn't about being a genius. It's about being disciplined when everyone else is distracted. The best time to start was 10 years ago. The second best time is the second this video ends. Open the account. Set the auto transfer. Start the clock. If this video helped you spot a mistake you were about to make, let me know in the comments which of these traps have you fallen into. Let's learn from each other. Hit that like button, subscribe for more deep dives into the mechanics of wealth, and share this with a friend who is still waiting to start. I'll see you in the next one.